Hello everyone, it's Kari and today I have a fun Halloween project for us using some brand new Scrappy Tails products. Look at how cute these cats and pumpkins are. These are the Pumpkin Kitties die set. And then this next one is the Pick Your Poison set. This has a lot of accessories, witches' hats, a couple of shelves, some books, a bat, lots of things that you can use to make your scenes just adorable. Then we've got the dancing witches, and look how cute these are. I was just cracking up at the dancing witches and the dancing kitty. And there are layering pieces so you can build up their brooms and their hair and their hats. And then this is my very favorite. It's the A7 Spellbook cover plate. And look at all these details and how beautiful this outline is with the spider webs. There's a cauldron and lots of little decorations, bottles. There's a word that spells out spells and potions. You can see here I've already cut everything, and this is kind of how I'm going to lay it out. I have not attached anything together yet, but I have die cut things and put some of the layering pieces together, like this little cauldron here, and I've layered that up a couple of times so that it's nice and thick. And then look at these little witches. I made them have striped tights. And then I've done a lot of the pumpkins and the kitties, and there's the books and some of the potion bottles. Look at that poison bottle right there. And then one of the spider webs from that cover plate die. And then here's a couple of the shelves that I've cut out, a bat. And so I thought, with all of these pieces already cut out and ready to go, then we should be able to build something amazing. So I'm pulling in the A7 pop-up die. This is the original pop-up book die, and it comes with both of these pieces here, you can see. And I'm going to use this to build up my spell book. So we'll use that cover plate, which is the Spellbook cover plate, but we'll use the A7 pop-up book die as the actual structure. So I'm going to cut 2 of these pieces down. I've already cut 4 of those inside pieces with some Desert Storm craft cardstock, and I'm going to cut 2 of them down to 4.5 inches. So the die will cut out the regular size for you, and it's this one here, and then it gives you all the score lines that you need. And so I've cut 2 of these in regular size and then cut a couple of them down to that 4.5 inch size. And now all we have to do is fold these up back and forth, just like folding fans in junior high or elementary school, right? And this is going to create the sides of our books. It's going to look like book pages. It's really neat, and it helps to pop up your scenes as well. So I'm going to go ahead and fold the rest of these off screen, and then let me show you how you put them together. So they just go together, they fit together perfectly just like this, and you just kind of squeeze those corners together. And then go ahead and take some score tape and tape those down. Now, Sabrina has a lot of tutorials on her YouTube channel of how to put this book pop-up die together. She's done a lot of them. She's really good at them. This is my very first one. So I'm showing you how I'm putting my first one together here, and it worked out pretty well. So see, look here, I've put together all those corners, and now I've cut out the covers with this die right here, and I'm using some metallic silver paper. And I thought that just added to the spookiness, to the magical elements of this card. It's kind of a metallic smoky gray cardstock, and so I folded those on the score lines, and now we're just going to use some score tape and attach those 2 pieces together. So you'll attach score tape on both of the little tabs. And I'm sorry, I'm a little bit off screen here. My camera seems to have readjusted where it is, and I did not expect that. I attached that score tape, removed the backer, and now I'm going to put both of those pieces together. I am using a little bit of liquid adhesive as well, just to give me a little bit of wiggle room on putting these together. So I wanted to make sure I got them right in the right spot. And then I add those together, and that's going to create our book. Now I'm adding some score tape to the back of our book pages here. This is going to create the pop-up element, and I'm going to add that to the back frame, the back cover of the book. Now I tried to get this on as straight as I could. I forgot to put the liquid adhesive on, so I didn't have much time to change around where that was, but it was practically perfect, almost. But look at how cool this book is. Now that we have this book put together, we can go ahead and start adding all the elements and building up our scenes. So the front cover I already had planned out. I have cut the border of this die with some black cardstock, and I'm just going to add that with liquid adhesive. So I went ahead and added all the liquid adhesive around the edges, and I'll add that just here to the front. Look how cool that looks. I can just imagine a lot of different books you can make with this. These are so fun to build up. So now I've cut out the frame piece with some pink glitter cardstock, and also I've cut out the inside with some white. And I love that this creates just some dots all around. There's so many beautiful elements, design elements to this piece. I'll add that right on top there. And now I can start building the little scene in the center. This cauldron I cut out with black, and then I have the inside piece in green. And then I cut out the spells and potions with also a hot pink glitter paper. And the moon and some other little elements, including the bubbles, I cut out with a lighter green glitter cardstock. So now I can start adding all of these and gluing them down. And then I also added a little spider there, one of the bottles of potions. There's a leaf and a little moon shape in this die as well. She's really designed this to have all the elements you might want to mix and match and change up and add, so it's really, really fun. So now I'm going to go ahead and add that to the front of the book, and I really think that in real life this is just stunning. Like, I see this sitting on my desk and I'm just like enthralled. I really love how this has turned out, the whole thing. It's just so fun. So while that dries, I'm going to go ahead and bring in my witches. I've cut an extra cauldron, you can see there, and I put a hot pink potion in that one. And I test out building this inside piece here, and I thought it really needed something, and it's going to fit onto that die cut that comes with that first label piece. So I cut that out again with black, or I'm sorry, with white, and then I chose this black spiderweb paper, corner rounded the edges, and I'm building that up to go right inside the inside flap. But I wanted a background to go behind my witches, so I brought some Distress Oxides out, and I'm just going to ink blend a panel that will fit inside our book. This is going to be the background panel to build up my scene, to put the cauldron on, the bookshelves, all the things. So I want it to be kind of a spooky dark green, so a little black soot around the edges will do the trick for that. And this is going to fit perfectly right inside. See, just like this. I cut it just a little smaller so I have a little bit of wiggle room to play, and I'm going to start adding the pumpkins and just building this up. So I've done some pink and orange pumpkins. The pink ones have yellow behind them, and the orange ones have black, just to mix it up and make it a little fun. So I'm going to put those all along the bottom here, and I'm leaving a little space between a couple of them so that I have room to add my black glitter cat. And he will go right here, and he's going to fit perfectly just like that. Before I get too much further, I'm going to glue in that background. That way I can build up all the rest of my scene really easily. And I'll bring in all of my elements here just to test them out real quick. So I've got my cauldron, the books, the bookcase. I did cut an extra spider web and color it a little bit gray here. And I knew I wanted a spider web on the front and a little bat right there. Those will cover up those seams from building the book pages. You could also do a frame around this whole book page if you wanted to, but I didn't have any A7 frame dies or even rectangle dies, so I just decided to put a few elements over those edges. Now, in order to build up these witches, I cut a little bit of a bridge here with some acetate, and this is extra thick acetate that I have, and this will help to stabilize those witches and support them so that they can look like they're kind of dancing and floating in the mid-air. Doing a little witch dance, I guess. And I just think these witches are so fun and so cute. They're really fun to build up as well. And now here's the inside book cover plate that I have created. So I'll go ahead and glue that right inside there and then glue in all the other elements. I've added those witches to the acetate and I glued them onto the edges as well. So they are really secure there. And then I'm going to add some of a little bit of a shadow here underneath the cauldron using some cool gray Copic markers. So this cauldron is a little bit grounded. I'm hoping that you can see the perspective here that I'm building in this little scene. And then you've got the books and the potions on the top. And look how cool this looks so far. Now there is a little die in this set right here, and this is for like a little spider to hang down, but it creates these cute little stripes, and I wanted to put these pink glittery stripes on the edge of the book because I just think it adds just a fun little decorative touch. So I'm going to glue those on and just hold them there for a minute until they adhere, and then I'll cut off all the excess as soon as I glue all of those down. And then look here, we've got some really cute stripes on the edges. There is a nice small die in this potion or spellbook cover plate as well that says elixirs, potions, and something else. And it's a nice small die. You could use that on the spine if you wanted to. Here's a look at the inside. I thought it was missing one little dancing cat. I can't believe I didn't cut out that dancing cat. So I am going to go back, cut out a cat, and add him to the inside. See, just like this. I built him up a couple of layers thick so he's nice and sturdy. And then I'm just going to glue him right there like that. And that's going to finish off our spell book. Look how cool this looks. I love the shine of the metallic paper or that smoky metallic paper. I love the little dancing cat. And look at all those potion bottles. There's still room to add more to the scene if you wanted to. You can get as creative as you want and add a lot of different things. I love the new release from Scrappy Tails. I will post all links to all of the products below so you can take a look if you're interested and imagine all the different things you could do if you had some pattern paper as well. I think this would look great with pattern paper. So there's the project for today. I had a lot of fun and I want to thank Sabrina for trusting me to create a project with this. I am going to be making more books along the way, so watch out for those. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. We'll see you real soon with more creative ideas. Bye-bye.